Have you ever wondered about the ultimate source of everything? Beyond the stars, beyond the universe we see, what is the supreme reality? Ancient spiritual traditions, especially Gnosticism, offer some profound and mind-bending answers. Let's journey together into the heart of divinity and explore the concepts of the One, the Logos, and the Monogenes. First, let's talk about the One. Imagine a reality that is pure, absolute unity. This isn't a being in the way we think of one, but the very principle of existence itself. It's often called the One, the existent one, or in some Gnostic texts like Sethianism, the great invisible spirit. Think of it as the ultimate, self-sufficient source from which all multiplicity, all the diversity of our universe, emerges. It's like an infinite, silent ocean from which every wave, every drop, originates. The One is complete, lacking nothing, and existing beyond all attributes and definitions we could possibly assign to it. It's the unnameable reality that precedes all names. This supreme consciousness, this great spirit, is not just a distant, abstract principle. It is the very source of our own inner world. Gnostics taught that from this One emanate what are called the four powers of the celestial soul. These are mind, reason, imagination, and nature. Think about that for a moment. The very faculties we use to perceive and interact with the world, our ability to think, to reason logically, to imagine new possibilities, and our connection to the natural world are seen as direct emanations from the ultimate divine source. This means that a spark of that primordial unity, a fragment of the One, resides within each of us. Our consciousness is a mirror, however small, of the universal consciousness. Now, how does this singular, unified One create a universe of such complexity and order? This brings us to our second key concept, the Logos. You've probably heard this word before, often translated as the word, but it's so much more than that. In Greek philosophy, Logos means reason, principle, or cosmic intelligence. It's the underlying order, the divine blueprint that permeates and structures the entire universe. If the One is the silent, unmanifest potential, the Logos is the first utterance, the divine thought that brings that potential into form. In Gnosticism, the Logos is deeply connected with the pre-existent Christ. It's seen as the uttered creation, the cosmic grammar of the universe. Imagine the universe as a grand, divine sentence. The Logos is the grammar that holds it all together, ensuring every part relates to the whole in a meaningful way. It's the intelligent pattern that allows stars to form, planets to orbit, and life to emerge. It's the logic embedded within reality itself. This idea isn't unique to Gnosticism. In Hermeticism, the tradition following the legendary Hermes Trismegistus, the Logos is synonymous with Hermes himself, or the Roman Mercury. Hermes is the messenger of the gods, the revealer of divine secrets. In this sense, the Logos is the principle of Revelation 8's, how the silent truth of the One is communicated and made understandable to the cosmos and to us. There's also a fascinating connection in Jewish mysticism, or Kabbalah. The Hebrew word for one or unity is eshad. The word for love is ahava. In the mystical practice of gematria, where letters have numerical values, the numbers for eshad and ahava add up to 26. This is incredibly significant because 26 is also the numerical value of the Tetragrammaton, the sacred four-letter name of God, Yada Havavhe. So, in this beautiful mystical equation, we see that the unity of God and the love of God are intertwined, and together they reveal the hidden nature of the universe, the divine name itself. The Logos, in this light, is the expression of divine love creating a unified cosmos. This leads us to our third and final concept, the Monogenes. This Greek term is often translated as only begotten, but a more accurate meaning is unique or one of a kind. If the Logos is the divine pattern, the Monogenes is the first and purest expression of that pattern. It is the perfect, singular archetype of the Logos, the firstborn of the divine mind. In Gnostic thought, the Father, or the One, and a divine feminine principle named Barbalohou represents the first thought or foreknowledge of the Father, come together to produce their first and only offspring. This offspring is the Monogenes. It is the perfect image of the Source, a being of pure light and intelligence. The Gnostics used the title Monogenes to summarize their unique understanding of Jesus' nature. For them, Jesus was the earthly manifestation of this cosmic, one-of-a-kind being. He wasn't just a prophet. He was the embodiment of the Monogenes, often identified with the Christos, the Anointed One. He was the living, breathing expression of the divine archetype, sent to remind humanity of its own divine origin. To draw another parallel with Kabbalah, the Monogenes corresponds beautifully with the sephira called Tiphareth, on the tree of life. Tiphereth is located in the center of the tree and represents beauty, harmony, and balance. It's often associated with the sun and is known as the Christic heart or the heart of the Messiah. It's the point of connection between the higher, divine realms and the lower, manifest world. Just like the Monogenes, Tiphereth is the sun who perfectly reflects the light of the Father, represented by the Sephira Ketzer, or the crown, and transmits that light down into creation. So let's put it all together. We start with the One, the absolute, silent, unified source of all. From this source comes the Logos, the divine intelligence, the Word, the cosmic grammar that orders the universe. And from that Logos emerges the Monogenes, the unique, one-of-a-kind archetype, the perfect reflection of the Source, the Christ consciousness that serves as a bridge between the divine and the human. Understanding these concepts isn't just an intellectual exercise. It's a map for a spiritual journey. It tells us that deep within the complexity of our lives and the universe, there is a simple, unified source. It tells us that reality is infused with a divine intelligence, and that a perfect, radiant archetype of our own divine potential exists. By contemplating these ideas, we can begin to see the world not as a random collection of things, but as a meaningful expression of a single, divine consciousness, a consciousness that we are a part of. The journey of the Gnostic is to remember this connection, to turn inward and rediscover the spark of the One, the echo of the Logos, and the light of the Monogenes within our own hearts. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into esoteric wisdom. If you found this journey as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe for more explorations into the mysteries of the cosmos, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring,